Hello, how are you? Look, today, the date is the 20th of December 2012, which in English is 2012. Oh, how interesting, yeah. And then, even more interesting, it's tomorrow, because the world's going to end. Apparently, for no reason. The Maya said it's going to end. Everyone's like, they must be right. Got every other theory about the world ending has been correct so far. The Rapture, Y2K, all those people back in the past, you know, when everyone used to be a grubby little urchin. Everyone, when kings and queens ruled the world, not people. I don't know. They was always like, the end is nigh, you know. They all thought the world was going to end. Guess what? It's still here. And anyone that does believe in the Mayan thing, that the world will end, because obviously the Maya knew they could predict the future so well that they didn't all get killed by the Spanish. Oh wait, they did, yeah. So they knew the future. They knew they was all going to die out, and they was fine with it. They just chose to ignore that fact. And they was like, well, the world's going to end in 2012 on December the 21st anyway, so what's the point in living now? So if you believe that, you're a bit of an idiot. And you know what, if the world does end tomorrow, I won't give a shit if I'm wrong, because I'll be dead with everyone else. And the planet. You know what, if you do believe that the world is going to end tomorrow and you're going to be dead tomorrow, what you should do now is kill yourself. Kill yourself today, yeah? Because if the world ends and, like, 8 billion people all go to heaven at once, yeah, that's going to be a massive queue. But if you kill yourself today, there won't be a queue. So you'll be saving yourself a lot of time in the afterlife. Not that there'll be a hell for anyone to go to, because, you know, what with hell being in the middle of the earth, like it is, you know, because that makes sense. Heaven is in the cloud, which is where all your internet saves go now, to the cloud, you know. You can back up your phone to heaven, essentially. So that's another thing to be glad of, you know. Once you're dead and you're in heaven, because hell won't exist, because the world will have imploded, or exploded. One of the things, or we'll have all those terrible CGI effects happen to us. Oh God, heaven forbid that happen. Yeah. Or, essentially, you could go to America, because if Hollywood movies are correct, it's only landmarks that will blow up. So, you know, don't go to New York, don't go to the Statue of Liberty, don't go to Mount Rushmore, don't go to the Eiffel Tower, don't go to Big Ben, that'd be silly. Anywhere in London, pretty much avoid all of that, that's all kind of iconic. Yeah, don't go to the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Just go to small areas in America, in white middle America, and you'll be fine, because, you know, everyone survives the apocalypses there. Don't matter what apocalypse happens, they will survive. It's always America that wins the day. Wins the day of the world ending. The world ends, America survives. What happens? Just the whole planet just goes, oh, for fuck's sake, boom, and that whole bit blasts off into space. Just America left. Nah, it doesn't happen like that, and it never will. If the world blows up, that's it. Everywhere's going to go. You can't hide from it. And then hell in the middle of the earth, where it's all fiery and shit, you know, that'll be gone. So it's just heaven left. So all those people that are in hell will then have to go to heaven, because they've died a second time in hell. They all get to go to heaven, and then you have to hang out with, like, Pol Pot, Stalin, Hitler, Genghis Khan, all the evil people in the world, who are obviously in hell, you know. They'll all be in heaven. They'll all come up at the same time as you lot, so, you know, everyone's going to have a shit time queuing up to get into heaven. And then heaven's going to be full, and they'll be like, you can't come in, you got trainers on, you can't get, it's 1 in, 1 out now, you'll have to wait till somebody has to go home, and then you can come in. And then they'll have to get all the council to come in to start building houses in heaven, cloud houses obviously. So yeah, everyone's going to be put into shitty housing accommodation in heaven. It's going to be a fucking nightmare if I'm honest. So, you know, that is what's going to happen. It will happen. It will definitely happen. The Maya predicted it. That if you look at the calendar, you go flick through the calendar, you get to December 21st, 2012, and then it says planet implodes or explodes, everyone goes to heaven at once. December 22nd, everyone has to queue up in heaven. And you get round to like June 5th, 2014, and they're still predicting people to be put into, you know, residential homes. It's going to take a few years, you know. You can't just build houses from clouds out of nothing. I mean, you've got to have clouds first. But, you know, what with the world blowing up, all the atmosphere is going to go everywhere. You know, it's probably just going to dissipate in the wind. The vacuum of space will just annihilate everything. And so yeah, there'll be no clouds, so they won't be able to build houses because they got no clouds. If you didn't understand this is all sarcastic humour poking fun at idiots. I saw a news article saying that people seem to think there's a tiny village in France with a mountain in it, and they reckon that if they go inside the mountain, there's a UFO bunker in there, and they can survive the end of the world. The end of the world! If the world ends, a fucking tiny mountain in France isn't going to help you. That's not going to survive the fucking whatever. They've actually got police surrounding it to stop people going in there. Nutcases, actually. What they should do, let him in there. Let him in the mountain and then just shut the door. Because I presume a mountain that people are going to go inside just has a really big door. They'll just open it up. They'll all trudge in. You know, they get mud all over the carpet. It's fucking really inconsiderate of them, actually. And then from there, just shut the door, lock it. It's obviously got one key. They won't have any pickpockets or lockpickers in there. They don't believe in the end of the world. They're not silly people. They're highly educated with, well, lockpicking skills, obviously. Excuse me, I'm just going to park the car. Ease into this gap, oh, he's done it so professionally, and only at a slightly jaunty angle. Fuck off. You didn't know that until I told you. There we go, perfect. Barely moved, but it's now perfect. This has been a really fun video, actually. I quite like this one, it's quite funny. I am hilarious, I know. Thank you. I need to shave my beard and cut my hair, and look at this bit. What's that all about? And this bit here, look at that. Well, it might as well be the end of the world now, so... Holy shit, what's that meteorite coming out of the sky?